Luke chapter 18, verse 15 through 19, verse 48. And they also brought infants to him to touch them, but his taught ones, seeing it, rebuked them. But Yeshua called them to him and said, Let the little children come to me, and do not forbid them, for such is the reign of Elohim. Truly I say to you, whoever does not receive the reign of Elohim as a little child shall certainly not enter into it. And a certain ruler asked him, saying, Good teacher, what shall I do to inherit everlasting life? So Yeshua said to him, Why do you call me good? No one's good except one, Elohim. You know the commands. Do not commit adultery. Do not murder. Do not steal. Do not bear false witness. Respect your father and mother. And he said, All these I've watched over from my youth. And hearing this, Yeshua said to him, Yet one thing you lack. Sell all that you have and distribute to the poor, and you shall have treasure in heaven. And come, follow me. But when he heard this, he became intensely sad, for he was extremely rich. And when Yeshua saw that he became intensely sad, he said, How hard it is for those who have money to enter to the reign of Elohim. It's easier for a camel to enter through the needle's eye than for a rich man to enter into the reign of Elohim. And those who heard it said, And who is able to be saved? And he said, What's impossible with men is possible with Elohim. And Kepha said, See, we have left all and followed you. And he said to them, Truly I say to you, there's no one who has left house or parents or brothers or wife or children for the sake of the reign of Elohim who shall not receive many times more in this present time and in the age to come everlasting life. And taking the 12 aside, he said to them, See, we're going up to Jerusalem. All that's been written by the prophets about the son of Adam shall be accomplished. He shall be delivered up to the nations and shall be mocked and insulted and spat upon. And, having flogged him, they shall kill him, and on the third day he shall rise again. But they understood none of this. The word was hidden from them, and they did not know what was being said. It came to be that as he was coming near Jericho, that a certain blind man was sitting by the way begging, and hearing a crowd passing by, he asked what it meant. And they reported to him that Yeshua, son of Nazareth, was passing by, and he cried out, saying, Yeshua, son of David, have compassion on me. And those going before were rebuking him that he should be silent, but he was crying out much more, Son of David, have compassion on me. And Yeshua stopped and commanded him to be brought to him. And when he had come near, he asked him, saying, What do you wish me to do for you? And he said, Master, to receive my sight. And Yeshua said to him, Receive your sight. Your belief has saved you. And immediately he received his sight, and was following him, praising Elohim, and all the people, seeing it, gave praise to Elohim. Chapter 19. And, having entered, he was passing through Jericho, and see a man called Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector, and he was rich. He was seeking to see who Yeshua was, but was unable because of the crowd, for he was small in stature. And having run ahead, he climbed up into a sycamore tree to see him, because he was about to pass by. And as Yeshua came to the place, he looked up and saw him and said to him, Zacchaeus, hurry and come down, for I have to stay at your house today. And he hurried and came down and received him rejoicing. And seeing it, they all grumbled, saying, "He has gone in to stay with a man who's a sinner." But Zacchaeus stood up and said to the master, "Look, master, I give half of my possessions to the poor, and if I've taken whatever from anyone by false accusation, I repay fourfold." And Yeshua said to him, "Today, deliverance has come to this house, since he also is a son of Abraham. For the son of Adam has come to seek and to save what was lost." And as they were hearing this, he spoke another parable, because he was near Jerusalem, and they thought the reign of Elohim was about to be manifested straightway. He therefore said, "A certain nobleman went to a distant country to receive for himself a rain, and to return. And calling 10 of his servants, he gave them 10 minas, and said to them, 'Trade until I come.' But his subjects were hating him, and sent a delegation after him to say, 'We do not wish this one to reign over us.' And it came to be, when he came back, having received the rain, that he sent for these servants to whom he had given the silver, in order to know what each had gained by trading. The first came, saying, 'Master, your mina has earned 10 minas.' And he said to him, 'Well done, good servant, because you were trustworthy in a small matter. Have authority over 10 cities.' And the second came, saying, 'Master, your mina has earned 5 minas.' And he said to him also, 'And you be over 5 cities.' And another came, saying, 'Master, here's your mina, which I kept laid up in a handkerchief, for I was afraid of you, because you're a hard man. You take up what you did not lay down, and reap what you did not sow.' And he said to him, 'Out of your own mouth I shall judge you, you wicked servant. You knew that I was a hard man, taking up what I did not lay down, and reaping what I did not sow. Why did you not put the silver in the bank? That way, when I come, I could have collected it with interest.' Then he said to those who stood by, 'Take the mina from him, give it to him who possesses 10 minas.' But they said to him, 'Master, he already possesses 10 minas.' For I say to you that every one who possesses shall be given, and from him who does not possess, even what he possesses shall be taken away from him. But those enemies of mine who did not wish me to reign over them, bring them here and slay them before me.' And having said this, he went on ahead, going up to Jerusalem. It came to be, when he came near to Bethphage and Bethania at the mountain of Olives, he sent 2 of his taught ones, saying, 'Go into the village opposite you, in which, as you enter, you shall find a colt tied, on which no one's ever sat. Loosen it and bring it here. If anyone asks you, why do you loosen it? You shall say to him, because the master has need of it.' And those who were sent away, and they found it as he said to them. As they were loosening the colt, the owners of it said to them, 'Why do you loosen the colt?' And they said, 'The master needs it.' So they brought it to Yeshua, and throwing their garments on the colt, they set Yeshua on it. And as he went by, they were spreading their garments on the way. And as he was coming near, already at the descent of the Mount of Olives, the entire crowd of the taught ones began rejoicing, to praise Elohim with a loud voice for all the miracles they had seen, saying, 'Blessed is the sovereign who's coming in the name of Yehovah, peace in heaven and esteem in the highest.' Some of the Pharisees from the crowd said to him, 'Teacher, rebuke your taught ones.' But he, answering, said to them, 'I say to you that if these shall be silent, the stones would cry out.' And as he came near, He saw the city and wept over it, saying, "If you only knew, even today, the matters for your peace, but now they're hidden from your eyes. Because days shall come upon you when your enemies shall build a rampart around you and surround you and press you on all sides and dash you to the ground and your children with you, and they shall not leave you one stone upon the other, because you did not know the time of your visitation." And having entered into the set-apart place, he began to drive out those selling and buying in it, saying, "It's been written, my house is a house of prayer, but you've made it a den of robbers." And he was teaching daily in the set-apart place, but the chief priests and the scribes and the leaders of the people were seeking to destroy him. But they did not find what they might do, for all the people were hanging upon him listening.